Welcome back, everybody, to our next episode of our Rise of the Runelords campaign. I hope you're all doing well. It's been a few sporadic weeks, and the next few weeks are going to be sporadic even more so. Life is great. How are you guys doing?
Murder time. Murder time.
Murder time. Let's have some fun, shall we? Let's just jump straight in. How about that? Because I don't remember where we were. And
we were right outside.
Right outside? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We were outside after resting, after dealing with the Gastvorn being paralyzed and having all the weapons yeeted into another plane of existence temporarily.
Yeah, a pocket dimension. That's right. I remember. My captions aren't working again, and I don't know why. I'm sorry.
I love the idea that it's just a bag of hoarding somewhere, and somebody just has to reach in and grab out a bunch of fox teeth, and after a few seconds it just vanishes.
Just disappears, yeah. My favorite would be someone reaches in and pulls out a Solomon. That would be my favorite. That would be
Where's
the best.
Where's the health potion? Grabs a face, pulls out.
Nope. Just shoves it back in the bag. Anyway.
Yep.
So, I'm not sure if we've got a Solomon at the moment. I think Toll might have dropped out. I'm not sure. In any case...
No, I am here.
Oh, you are here. Wonderful. You might want to open up Roll20.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
It's
I just looked down and I noticed that your name wasn't in the bottom corner. I was like, huh.
Do you know?
Huh? Sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna make a comment on. I can tell that somebody used my reusable ice cubes because they smell like alcohol.
Fair. Fair.
I'm drinking Dr. Pepper and then I go.
Wait
Dr.
a
Pepper
second.
that I smell.
Alright.
Alright.
Okay, let me give you some flavor text. Let me give you that lit
Gotta make
flavor
it taste
text.
good.
That's it.
Tansy.
Gotta sprinkle that MSG over this. What? Okay. Here we go. Okay. You come up the road, and the first thing you see is a 3-story manor house. Wild seabirds call out to a roaring ocean that churns hundreds of feet below. As you grow near Foxglove Manor, it almost seems as if nature itself has become sick and twisted. Nettles and thorns grow more prominent, trees are leafless and bent, and the wind seems unnaturally cold and shrill as it whistles through the cliffside crags. The path slowly rises, bending around a steep corner in the cliffs, and then Foxglove Manor looms at the edge of the world. The strangely cold sea wind rises... Space is haunted. The strangely... Moon ghosts, that's it. Space is haunted. What? Space is haunted. The strangely cold sea wind rises to a keening shriek as Foxglove Manor comes into view. The place has earned its local nickname of the Misgivings well, for it almost appears to loathe its perch high above the ocean, as if the entire house were poised for a suicide leap. The roof sags in many places, mold and mildew cake the crumbling walls. Vines of diseased-looking grey wisteria strangle the structure in several places, hanging down over the precipitous cliff edge, almost like tangled braids of hair. The house is crooked, its gables angling sharply, and breached in at least 3 places, hastily repaired by planks of sodden wood. Chimneys rise from various points among the rooftops, leaning like old men in a storm, and a grinning gargoyle face leers from underneath the eaves. Welcome to Foxglove Manor.
Foxy.
Immediate. Sorry?
If I was a paladin of Pelor, I'd walk up and just throw a torch on the place
Yeah.
and walk away.
Yep. That's fair.
Let there be light.
Let there be light. Divination wizard. I foresee that this house will be on fire by the end of the night. How do you know that? Starts lighting a torch.
Toshi has gunpowder.
So immediately to your right, as you walk up to the manor, there is some sort of ruined building just here. Yeah, just in there. It is impossible to tell how many floors the outbuilding that once stood here had, for all that remains are the sooty, scorched stones of its foundation. To the east, a 4-foot wide stone well sits, partially collapsed, in the corner of the ruins.
Is that this?
That's this here, yeah. Yeah. You also see there are 2 double doors leading into the manor itself. Right here and here. There are a couple windows, but they're so grimed up you can't really see. Can't see through them at all.
Left or right?
Straightforward.
Let's
Through
check out the
window.
ruin.
You guys should all have control of your things. Yep.
We're going
How
left.
tall's the building?
How tall?
Solomon.
Yes.
About 3 stories. It
Jumpable.
varies because it's yeah. It does vary, but
So-
it's about 3 stories.
Okay, so it's jumpable for me at least.
I believe.
Right.
Sorry,
I check out
tell a lie.
This well really quickly.
Yes, 3 stores. Yeah, you can check out the well. Just go ahead and roll me a perception check. While
We hear an echoing scream, and we all need
Yeah.
to make Will sing.
18. Cool. It drops about 100 feet, and then there is a pool of water at the bottom. So there is water in the well. You're not 100% sure how deep, but it is a 100-foot drop to the water.
There's water in the well?
Can I kick one of the stones that make up this well in, and I just want to get it to splash in the water at the bottom, see if it disturbs anything?
Yeah, definitely. How big a stone? Like, yay big? Head size?
The size of 4 bricks.
Yeah, cool. Super easy. Push it in, it clatters against the side and then bounces and then makes a pretty big splash.
Oh, wait. Nothing's
We
coming
are
up
at
as
a
well.
haunted mansion. So what do? Do a fucking Pippin cook and fucking dump something down the well. Clever.
Clever.
Exactly.
Brilliant. I love it.
Fucking fool of a took.
Fool of a took.
This
Amazing.
is fully...
Amazing.
Solomon doesn't want anything climbing up the well.
As you step out, you do notice step out towards the house, Solomon. You do notice a couple sickly looking ravens that do scatter as you pass nearby.
Fair
Why
enough.
am I here? I'm in a story.
Would I pay them any more mind? No. Ugly ravens.
Do you have knowledge religion?
No.
Then no.
I do.
Weird.
I have knowledge everything.
Saf is going to stand there. So, heading into that door there.
I'm going to double check with everyone.
Toshi has a gun. And
So she has a
Are
gun.
you sure we want to go through the left?
Stick with the group.
I probably shouldn't use gun. Takes up bow. We need to be at least
Okay,
stop.
there's been no objections, so is the door locked?
I can make it.
The
sure it is.
door is locked. You try it, and yeah, it is in fact locked. Yeah.
Is it?
Yep.
Is it?
Yep.
She's like, I don't know about that.
Is it though?
Where is it?
Oh, are you gonna pick the lock, Toshi?
Yeah, are you gonna pick the lock? Come on.
I'm going to take a 10
go
and
for it.
get a 24.
24? 24 is not gonna do it.
Okay,
Ooh,
guess I'm rolling then.
fancy lock.
Yeah.
So you spend a little bit of time, and again, you can't quite get it for some reason.
I'm
you're
able
not sure
to take
why.
a 20 on this, aren't I?
You can take a 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll take you about 5 minutes, but yeah, easily take a 20.
Yep.
Yeah, take a few
32.
minutes. Sorry.
Can I use my
sorry.
stone strike and target the lock to ignore the hardness on the lock? Okay,
I mean,
I don't want to do that.
you can if you so wish.
Wait,
I'll allow
is
it.
this a swing outdoor or swing indoor?
One opens outwards.
Okay, can I just take off the hinges?
No.
Yeah.
You just spend a few minutes, pick the lock. It's fine. The door's open. Oh my
Yeah.
god. There's my.
So she unlocks it and then hops back and
Yep.
gives a thumbs up.
Not a worry. Just
Can I, before we open the door, can I swing my detect evil through it?
You can.
I was gonna say, I doubt that the door is a foot deep.
No, but it is a lead door, so.
Okay, so as you swing detect evil, the entire area pings a low level of evil.
Awesome.
Everything here radiates a small, like a
faint aura.
A faint aura of evil. Roll me you're a charisma caster, right? Or wisdom. Yeah. Roll me a charisma check.
Dun dun dun.
Okay. Yeah. Just seems the entire area seems to emanate evil. You do feel like if you were able to concentrate a little more, or you were able to sift through it a little better, you might be able to pick some other auras up, maybe. But you're not 100% sure. It's probably a little overwhelming at this point. You've probably never felt an entire area feel emanate evil.
Yep. Okay.
Open up the door.
Yeah.
Does Vorin say anything about it?
Nope.
Okay. Doshi has bow and is ready to shoot.
Cool.
I will keep my detect evil on.
That's
so
fine.
just sort of force myself to get used to the amount of evil around.
Yeah. Cool.
Those
checks will get easier in that case.
You look at Toshi, extremely powerful evil.
Yeah. Yeah. Overwhelming aura of evil coming from Toshi.
Yeah.
Warren faints.
Yeah, just faints. Alright. This oak panel chamber must have once been breathtaking, but it is a sad sight now. The floorboards are warped with moisture and the paneling scratched and spotted with mold. A grand piano, its surface splotchy and keys warped, leans tiredly in the southeast corner.
It honestly sounds like the best thing for this place is to burn down.
Mm-hmm. One sec, I'm 90% sure that I have torches.
We need torches. We've got a sack with burning hands.
That's a good point.
I mean, up to you guys. Are you stepping into the room, or are you just burning the whole place down? What are you doing?
I will step in.
Okay.
Door close behind you.
You should close the doors. Bye.
And then you hear an ominous piano from somewhere in there going dun dun dun. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Is this a fireplace over here?
It is a fireplace, yeah.
Is there anything in there?
Just like rotted ashes, basically.
Okay.
Yep. There are 2 other doors, one behind the piano, off to the far side, and one, there and there.
I want to make a
it
joke
is
about
not considered.
check.
Sorry.
I want to make a joke about Toshi have a vibe check of the place.
Vibe check.
Yeah,
roll. You can roll a vibe check if you want.
I punched the door. Vibe check.
Vibe check.
Vibe check.
Yeah. Vibe check was a strength check, wasn't it? I don't know. I'm like 90% sure that there's something in my brain. 12?
Still,
is that a
12,
vibe
yeah.
check? It's a vibe.
Yeah.
This place is a vibe.
It's an aesthetic.
Toshi, as soon as you roll into... As soon as you roll into the room, can you roll me a perception check, please?
Oh, dear. Skills. Perception. 26.
You hear the faint sound of piano music.
The worst part is I just joked about this out of character. What type of piano music?
It starts off kind of slow, but very quickly increases in pace to like a rolling tempo.
Sec. Toshi's going to slightly bar the door.
Mhm.
Give me a sec. My equipment so that I can take a look at it. So I'm pretty sure I have something that I can use with. Toshi's going to put a python through the no. Through the lock.
Yeah? You're gonna lock yourself in?
No. That's destroying the lock completely. It cannot be locked anymore.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna break the lock so it can't be locked, I understand.
Yep.
I understand.
So that somebody can't keep us in unless they bar the outside of the door.
Yeah, I understand. Cool.
Then Toshi will walk in.
Yeah, not a problem. What are you guys doing?
Left or right?
I'm following your lead.
Mm-hmm.
My lead is asking the group opinion.
So she says this way.
This way.
I just...
If everyone's indifferent, I'm going to make a decision.
Fair.
If it's good or bad, that's to be seen.
I disagree, but we'll go this way.
Toshi, you can still hear the music, and as you step closer to the piano, you actually recognize the sound. It is a dance. It is the song of a dance. You know the dance, and I need you to roll me a will save. It's an old Varisian tune. Lively, discordant, but you recognize it.
Man, if only I could click the defensive tab quickly. 17.
Roll me a d6, please, as you begin to wildly dance around the room.
Damn.
As if you were dancing with Mira at your wedding.
Okay. Oh, dear.
So the rest of you will all see Toshi's eyes sort of just glaze over, and she begins dancing a very, very fast, quick-paced dance. Go ahead and take 1 point of strength damage, Toshi.
Ouch.
Oof.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And everyone roll me initiative, please.
Uh-oh.
Double off.
Allow me to open the initiative tracker.
It's a haunt, isn't it? I've rolled a fucking 2.
To be fair, that's probably for the
Maybe
best.
that means that I'll roll well. Damn it.
Probably not.
You rolled an 11.
Technically,
What is song kind of marriage?
that's amazing. Where is Saf? What is their initiative? Wow! Good stuff. Big fan.
The Son goes first.
Big fan.
Except it didn't put Son on the tracker, so I'll have to re-roll his.
That's like no, I'll just change it.
Okay.
I don't know why. Oh, I know why. Never mind. Solomon, 12, so that's not it. Toshi, 10, so that's not it. Warren, 14, that's not it. Solomon, 12, so that can go to 10, Saf, 8. So Warren was a 12?
12.1. So technically, I go second to Solomon.
Try this again.
Toshi's a little distracted,
All right.
sadly.
So, Son goes first. Is he doing anything?
Trying to figure out what is happening,
going
I
on?
guess.
Is Toshi able to speak?
Can you make a perception check, or
you are considered in a trance, Toshi. Make a perception check if that's what you just asked. Does he have any knowledges at all? Does he share your knowledges?
No, he has knowledge planes and knowledge dungeoneering.
Dungeoneering might help.
I don't have any ranks, so
Okay,
never mind
them.
Just planes. I guess perception check is all he can do at the moment.
Yep. Son cocks his head to one side. Curiosity, I think, is probably the best way to describe what he's feeling right now. And he does makes a comment, probably something along the lines of, "He's not bad."
I will chuckle. Varn will chuckle and say, "There's probably something else we should be looking out for, not just the terrible dancing."
That's fair.
Terrible dancing.
Solomon, your turn. Excuse me.
All right. Can I open up the piano and look inside at the strings, etc.?
You sure can. Go ahead and roll me a dexterity check. Yeah. Cool.
Hands don't fail me now.
You do open it up. It does go to twist and break and like just sag and collapse in on itself, but you are able to sort of support it as you push it up. It doesn't seem to be playing. However, as you open it up, you do hear a very faint sound of music coming from inside.
Kill the piano!
And in fact, actually, everyone starts to hear the sound of that music. Very faintly. What was that, Solomon? Sorry?
I said, kill the piano, and I'm going to boot the piano as hard as I can.
Yeah, okay, go ahead, make an attack roll. An 11 and a 7 will both hit a piano. And you do 14 points of damage. Actually, that begs the question.
My attacks are considered magical as well.
Yeah, but what is the hardness of wood?
Well, I could argue because it's rotting, it would not have a hardness.
You do some damage to it. It's not dead yet, I guess, is the best way to say it. Piano's not dead yet, guys.
Any real thing?
You do manage to break off like probably half a dozen keys, and one of the legs is starting to splinter in a drastic way.
Okay,
Varn,
well, that's my whole.
what are you doing?
You just saw Solomon punch a keyboard.
Can I make a knowledge religion
You
check
sure
to
can.
try and work out what place might be?
Yes,
I
you
know
can.
exactly what it is.
Yeah, that's a haunt.
What do I know about haunts?
Haunts usually there is a trigger, and they tend to. There's a couple different things that you know. Okay, so usually there's a trigger. They tend to target specific people, and each haunt could target someone different for different reasons. They are created by a overwhelmingly negative force of emotion, either hate, rage, fear, stuff like that.
Grief.
Sorry?
Grief.
Grief, yeah, definitely. Grief would definitely create haunts.
Would it be within my brain powers to brain powers to make the connection that it's affected Toshi because she's somehow connected to the Foxgloves?
No. You don't feel like that's the case at all. It could have affected Toshi because of something else.
Yeah. Probably because Toshi is Varisian.
Could be.
And
but so's Solomon.
But not in this culture.
Is he though?
Not really.
Is he?
No.
No. Not quite. Solomon always thought that he was. Is he though?
I mean, like, it's Varisian. He just doesn't come from the same culture that this house would be associated with.
That's fair. You're not 100% sure, but you are sure that destroying the piano would probably end it. However, it may not end it permanently.
Meaning
temporary effects.
If a haunt,
the underlying problem,
yeah, very much so. Yes, from rearming, I guess is reforming. We'll say
reforming.
Yeah.
Haunts are just traps with angrier triggers.
Yes, and meaner DMs. This is my favorite dungeon I have ever run anyone through ever. By the way, guys, just letting you know. So hot.
You're lucky that I haven't pulled out the trap book from 3.5.
Yeah, that's fair.
Please
got some nastiness in it.
That's fair.
Sorry.
So what are you doing with your turn, Byron?
I'm going to hit the piano like Solomon suggested.
Yeah, go for it.
So wisely before.
Just smash.
Kill the piano. You're like, he's not wrong.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
there he goes.
Lost him.
That's okay.
He'll
be back.
Yep.
There he is.
I'm not going to use my Stone Strike there. I will save it for now.
Okay.
No.
Ooh.
Where's my attacks?
I'm looking at that and I'm just like, what is going on? Why is my brain not working? Guys, it's real hot and my brain is mush. No. An 11 will hit.
You need a shower.
Look, that's fair. And that will be enough damage. You come down dead center and the entire piano snaps in half and collapses to the ground and sort of shatters. Brilliant. The music fades. Toshi, you sort of snap out of this trance-like state, and you look around and destroyed piano. You could have sworn Mira was just here for half a second, and then roll me a history check.
Where's my history? Common, engineering, geography, history.
Or local, whichever one's better. That's fine. You could have sworn for a second there you were dancing with Aisha Foxglove, Alden's wife.
Do I know how she died? Because I remember us talking about it, but it's been a while.
No one really knows how she died. However, roll me a perception check.
Oh, God. I hear another haunt that affects me. 24.
Just for a split second, as she sort of faded into existence, you saw she was a very beautiful person, very beautiful woman.
Yeah.
That faded, the beauty faded, and her eyes started to pop out and water, and her mouth twisted in pain, and around her throat you started to see black-blue bruises appear.
Like strangulation or
You would guess so.
noose?
Strangulation. Go ahead and make yourself fatigued, please.
Oh, God. God damn
Yeah,
it.
sorry.
He's not sorry.
Fatigued. That's dexterity too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not too bad. Okay.
Yep.
Reduces my dex by 1 point.
All good.
And then I can't run.
It's true. You can't run, and your dex goes down a little. Alright.
Good thing I mostly target touch.
That's fair.
Who needs...
You do have your
good-
bow out, not your gun, at this point, by the way.
Well, I'm guessing Toshi dropped the bow when she started dancing.
Yeah, probably. You can pick it up, though. That's not an issue. You can...
Yeah. Toshi grabs the bow and the entire room explodes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Toshi will put her on the back, grab out pistol and dagger.
Cool. Not a problem. Alrighty. What are you
Face
guys
haunted,
doing?
but I think you already knew that.
Sorry?
Bring the piano
It's
in the
just-
fireplace.
Place is haunted, I think we already knew that.
Alrighty. Down through that door there.
Yep.
You...
I just want to try and swing Detect Evil through it again.
Yep.
Try and focus if
Make
I
me
can.
a charisma
or sort
check.
Through. Yeah.
You thought for a moment you felt just this aura of something a little bit stronger than the background radiation, I guess you could call it.
Okay.
But
So
you try to hone in on it, but you can't quite find it again.
Lady Foxglove was here, in a way, so we do need to be careful because there might be ghosts.
Ghost.
Don't let them touch you.
All for sure.
I think that goes for everyone.
Yes.
That was a general statement, not just a point statement.
Generally, don't let ghosts touch you, guys. Through the door?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Remember, ghosts,
It's just a
ask
hallway.
for consent.
There's a door directly across from you, a door down at the end of the hallway, and a door basically on the same wall that you just came through.
I'll go to that one.
That one?
Isn't there one right there?
Yeah, I know, but I'm hoping that this will connect with whatever that door was, so we can clear out that room before we go any further.
Yep, that's
I would
good.
again like to try and focus through the door.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a charisma check.
I have a pretty good charisma.
Yeah.
It just is
No, you're
not
just cursed. It's fine. I get it. Yeah, same thing. Just background. Cure away. All right. Cool. Which wand?
Wand of Cure Light Wounds.
Yep. Gotcha.
No
problem. Am I? I'm assuming that you guys are leaving a space there for Saf.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. That's
fine.
I
was leaving a space for us to run away.
Even better. This is a simple washroom. An ancient metal wash tub stands to the north, a ring of mildew crusting its inner surface. A strange, furtive scratching comes from inside the tub.
That's not creepy.
Inside the tub.
Yeah, inside the wash
Is
tub.
it a bathtub or
no? Like it's like a deep basin.
Basin.
Yeah.
What's in the tub?
In the tub, you see a disgusting, diseased rat. It is hairless and has lesions covering 90% of its body. It is horrific and pitiful. It seems to be blind. Its eyes are milked over. You do not detect evil from it. And it seems to be covered in strange growths that, alongside the lesions, cover 90% of its body. It stops as you enter the room. Its nose twitches, and it definitely tries to come after you.
Does it move towards Warren? Bonk.
It can't climb out of the tub.
I'm gonna have to bop it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like a 5 foot step back. So
it climbed halfway up the basin there. And it was almost about to get out, and then it slid back down into it.
Warren, are you doing okay?
Yeah. 5 foot steps out the door.
Yeah.
Hey, you.
Okay. Yeah, not an issue. You put the poor thing out of its misery.
We just hear in the other room. What did you do?
You probably hear.
Oh my gosh.
Hammer ringing on metal.
We have another raid from Lucia Crest. Hello.
Hello.
How are we doing, y'all?
I love it how I greet new peoples with the creepiest hello I can.
Yeah, no,
I can.
Yikes. Sorry, I am just got done with your session. How did it go? I'm glad you guys come back. I'm happy to have you here. If you had a good session. Do we have a shout out? Ah, look, it does come up. Fantastic. I kind of fixed that.
Hey,
we've
Lauren,
been good. We've been good, I think. We're going through a haunted house. It is incredibly hot.
I still have flashbacks from Carrying Crown.
Rough.
With haunts.
I don't think I've played Carrying Crown.
I haven't played Carrying Crown either.
You walk in the door closes, there's a haunt. You walk down the hallway, the door closes, there's a haunt. You walk into a new room, there's a haunt.
There is a haunt. The entire place is haunted. The entire country.
Except the basement. The place where everyone died is the one place where there aren't as many haunts.
Does that make sense?
Alright, so what are you guys doing now? There's a door immediately to your as you walk out, immediately to your left, and that's at the end of the hallway, or there is that door straight across from where you entered the hallway. Totally up to you guys which way you go.
I'm going to go with this one here. I'll try again to concentrate through the door.
Mm-hmm.
See if I can pick anything out.
The one across from where you...
The one that I'm standing at. Yeah.
The one that you are standing at. Okay, cool. No, just checking. You do sense there is a larger, not larger, but a slightly more powerful aura of evil in this room. Okay. It is coming from somewhere to the left as you enter.
Left or right? It's like Voron's left.
As you enter, Voron's left. Yep. So towards the north of the map.
So, like here-ish.
Yeah. You
I'm
can't
just gonna
quite
say to the group that I'm just gonna quickly say to the group that I do sense something in this room off to that side. Just be ready, I guess. I'm gonna keep my long hammer drawn. Yep. And I will open the door. And step through.
Yep, not a problem. So, as you step through, where did it go? This dusty room features a long couch caked with white sheets of a wispy fungus. Eddies of dust skitter along the warped floorboards as if caught up by a slight breeze, yet there is no wind noticeable in the air. As you step in, immediately to your left, right here, that's about a 5-foot sort of emanation-ish in front of the fireplace is where it is coming from.
Directly in front of the fireplace or on the couch?
In front of the fireplace. So in between. Roll me a perception check, Boren.
Kenson.
Good stuff.
Kenson roll perception check?
No. Son, yeah, Son can. I thought you said Solomon. I'm like, Solomon's not in the room. Let me move Saf a little bit closer. Son, as you go to step forward, Son just sort of puts a hand up and says, those eddies there, they look as if someone would be pacing through the dirt, do they not? And as you take a second look, that's exactly what it looks like. Someone pacing violently back and forward through the fireplace. It's about where you detect that emanation of evil as well.
Okay.
And he sort of... sorry, go ahead.
I was just thinking, I didn't say anything.
Okay.
That's not good.
Like the fireplace?
Great idea.
The fireplace isn't lit. It's
nope.
out.
No, that's what I said, light it.
Yeah.
I don't trust you.
It might be cold.
It's cool. Like, it is unnaturally cold. Like, it's a warm summer's day, but it is unnaturally cold here. Sorry, Solomon, what was that?
I do think we should be lighting all the fireplaces.
Yeah, I agree.
I think we should just be lighting this house up.
I mean, look, you light a fireplace, that'll probably happen one way or the other. They've probably been blocked up for that long.
There's probably enough dead squirrels in there.
Just gonna kind of switch places with Son. And I want to...
You know haunts can be dispelled either through positive energy or the dispelling of magic.
Which I can't do.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
The two things I can't do.
Two things I cannot do. Is there something that the haunt in this room could be tied to? Like the piano before? Can I make something check about that?
Do you say anything?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'll think about it myself first.
No, illegal.
The most you can sort of discern is that there is something about that sort of 5-foot emanation in front of the fireplace. This space right here. Something about that space.
If Toshi were to look in, would she be able to figure out what type of room it is?
Do you look in?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll just pop you at the door there.
No, Toshi's staying over here, but looking like.
Oh no, you can't.
You
can't see anything from there. Like it just looks
Floor
like
and everything okay in there?
There's another haunt in here, but it doesn't seem to be tied to
Sorry, Adam.
No, you're good.
any particular thing, like the piano. It seems to be tied to a specific space on the floor.
Do you know what type of room it is?
It looks like a laundry.
Yep, pretty much.
There is a lounge and a fireplace. Laundry.
The couch looked like it would have been super comfy at one point. Probably still is to a certain degree.
So, how much does Toshi know about the Foxgloves is the real question with the 28. Like, the knowledge... I've been rolling really high with them.
The roll hasn't come through yet.
No.
Before.
Yeah. Just like
so what are you
trying
to remember or recall specifically?
How long has this place been abandoned? It's been more than 4
on and off,
correct?
on and off about 40 years.
Okay.
There have been foxgloves who have tried to come back and reclaim it. Nothing's really stuck. The most recent foxglove to try and do so was Aldern and his wife Aisha.
Okay.
Previously, that was Travers and his wife. I can't remember the name off the top of my head.
How many of them died?
All of them so far.
In the house.
Oh, in the house? Couple of them. I don't remember.
Okay.
You're not 100% sure off the top of your head, and I don't remember off the top of my head, but a couple of them.
Okay, especially the people who try to reclaim it.
Yeah.
Isn't Alden still alive? Didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
still alive.
Yeah, seems to be. Last you heard, he was in Magnemar.
Yeah.
Well, we saw him, and he was going back to Magnemar.
Yeah.
Does Toshi know how his wife is doing?
His wife is dead. Aisha.
Okay.
She's
Be
dead.
the one that you danced with before.
That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Briefly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yep, that's
I
her.
was trying to connect.
That's her.
Strangled.
Yes.
But Toshi didn't say anything. Toshi went, oh dear.
Oh dear. Oh no.
I knew that person.
Yeah.
I was just reminding you about the strangled part.
Toshi went, I knew that person. That's weird. Toshi probably danced with her at some point.
Yeah. That's probably why it felt surreal and strange. Yeah.
Toshi's very off, but are we sure we can't just burn this place down?
I mean, and if you want.
I am more and more considering it every step we take.
That's fair. I'll allow it.
Every move we make?
Every breath you take. I will allow you to burn the house down. In
Solomon
fact,
would comment, I think we've explored most of it already.
In fact, please do.
Do an Elric Brothers and just stand there and watch the house burn to the ground.
Pretty much. Yep.
Toshi sets up gunpowder barrel right here, another
right
gunpowder
here,
barrel right here.
Yeah. Knowledge engineering to make sure we get the most structurally unsound parts. Love it.
Exactly.
I'd like to try and focus my detectives.
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't want to just target the most structurally unsound. You want to target the most structurally sound because those are the parts that would cause the most damage when they collapse.
Fair. That is fair. Go ahead and roll me a charisma check, Lauren. Yeah. You are pretty sure you don't sense anything other than the normal background radiation of evil in the next room.
Open the door.
gosh. The worst part about it is I know exactly what will happen when I walk into that room.
What room?
This one.
You'll be fine.
You guys keep it up, or you just leaving me to explore the haunted castle
Saf,
now?
I will say that Saf is probably like behind you.
So far, nothing has happened to you,
Oh,
so Toshi's letting you scout it.
As you step in, a mahogany table surrounded by chairs sits in this room. Twin fireplaces loom to the west, while to the east, that is mahogany. While to the east, I lost my place. While to the east, stained glass windows obscure what could have been a breathtaking view of the lost coast. Each window depicts a monster rising out of smoke pouring from a seven-sided box. From north to south are depicted a gnarled tree with an enraged face, an immense hook-beaked bird with sky blue and gold plumage, a winged centaur-like creature with a lion's lower body and a snarling woman's upper torso, and a deep blue squid-like creature with evil red eyes.
That is talking about fiends.
I would like to ask Son if he recognizes any of the things. And I would also like to do a knowledge religion check. So Son do knowledge planes and
Yep, go for it. Go for it.
me do knowledge religion.
I had a galaxy brain moment of, oh, that's talking about chaotic evil root. Because snarling woman's face.
Okay. Foreign. Do you have a knowledge engineering?
No.
Okay.
Oof.
Go ahead and roll me just a straight intelligence check. Do you have stone cunning?
Yes.
Go ahead and add it. No, this is not built out of stone, but go ahead and add it anyway. There's a reason.
Okay.
Do you have a rocky relationship with it?
Yes.
So that would be 21.
21. Okay. It's okay, first up, it's really, really weird, and it sticks out as really strange to you that this is quite possibly, this would afford you the absolute best views of the Lost Coast. However, you can't see through the stained glass. So that's strange, because whoever designed this specifically blocked out the views for this stained glass.
Yeah.
That's weird.
You mean blocked out the views with the stained glass?
Yeah,
or...
correct. So instead of having windows, like a big gigantic bay of windows that you can actually see through and enjoy the view of what is quite probably a beautiful vista of ocean and islands and coast, you can't see that. You could probably see for miles around if you could see through these windows. But it has specifically the specific design choice to put windows that you can't look through is strange. For your planes and religion checks, these monsters are... they don't have a lot in common. However, yeah, no, they don't have a lot in common, and they don't have anything to do with any specific religion or plane in common. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
You are able to tell that they are all magical beasts or aberrations, though.
Right. Can I tell which one's a magical beast? Or can between the two of us tell which one's a magical beast and which ones are aberrations?
Yep. So, actually, I believe they are all technically magical beasts. So you can between sort of all four of you, including Saf, you can tell that they are a treant, a rock, a sphinx, and a kraken.
Okay, that's slightly less sinister than I was anticipating.
Yeah.
I was expecting them to be representing some of the chaotic evil fiends.
Does anyone have knowledge arcana?
I
think
do.
Saf does. Yeah, go ahead and roll it.
I'm not in the room.
Okay.
Toshi's not entering.
You can not roll that.
Yeah. Arcana 26.
Yeah. All right. So I'm assuming that you're staying back there, Toshi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Toshi's separated from the group.
Exactly.
Toshi is ready to stab, though.
All of the undead.
Also, all of the doors slam close.
Do they?
No. I wish. That would be hilarious. I would be
Toshi, I have the
very, very happy with that.
I have the best pick of all time, Node's gun.
That's fair. Saf sort of has a beautiful mind moment and sort of steps back and looks at the larger picture. And you just hear, oh. Oh no.
Oh. What, lad? Please, chefs.
Well, a treant, a rock, a sphinx, a kraken, all very, well, exceptionally long-lived creatures. And that box, and Saf points to the seven-faceted box. And says that the runes on that are necromantic in nature. And
necromantic.
Yes. And raises a hand and then traces sort of in the air along the plumes of smoke. And then back. And then back. And then drawing lines like in midair towards the box. Those faces. Roll me a sense motive, everyone in the room.
Yes, Toshi's 15. No, oh, never mind. Don't need the 15.
Sorry?
Sense motive? Sense motive, please, yeah. Son is a rock.
My connection's in me trouble.
Yeah, so Solomon and Voron, as Saf draws these lines from the creatures to the box, you notice that those are not visages of rage, but fear. Pure, unadulterated fear.
As in the creatures themselves are scared.
Are afraid, yes. Afraid for their existences, yes. I am just going
afraid of the foxgloves.
Afraid of something.
Oren, is it evil?
Okay. Hey, is it evil?
Is it evil?
It is not.
The whole place is evil.
The whole place is evil. The whole place emanates evil, yes.
I'm going to ask something of Adam.
Yep.
Does Saf have Detect Magic?
Saf does have Detect Magic.
Has Saf been using Detect Magic?
Saf has not been asked to use Detect Magic.
Is there anything magical in there?
Oh, let me check. And swings around to Detect Magic and says...
Immediately faints.
Yeah. Oh, that's strange. There is a very low level of magic everywhere. However, nothing seems to stand out.
What type of magic?
Just universal magic.
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Are you going to join us, Toshi?
I'm not walking into that room. You remember what happened last time?
Understandable.
This over here is the box you were talking about?
No, so the box is part of the stained glass.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's on the box? Is it just runes, or is it...
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm late.
Yeah, that's correct.
Huh.
Just like necromantic runes.
Okay. Hey, resident polyglot, you think you can read these?
Read what?
Runes?
It depends. Is there another way in there than through this room? Than the room?
You can check the other doors. The other door in the hallway, rather.
Toshi checks this door.
Yeah, it's unlocked. Do you step through?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Door slams behind me. Haunt.
No, you step through, where is the... There. The sound of the house straining and creaking gives this long, high-ceilinged room an additional sense of age and decay. The place smells damp, the unpleasant tinge of mold lacing the air as surely as it stains the wooden floor, walls, and furniture in pallid patches. Mouldering trophies hang on the wall to the northeast, a boar, a bear, a fire-pelt cougar, and a stag. Yet they pale in comparison to the monster on display in the center of the room. Here crouches a 12-foot-long creature with the body of a lion, a scorpion's tail fitted with dozens of razor barbs, huge bat-like wings, and a deformed humanoid face. Roll me a perception check, Toshi.
Oh, come on. Please don't be bad. Again.
It's very bad. It's very,
It's
very
always bad.
It's actually
21.
amazing that you're the one who rolled this. You hear what sound like sobs coming from somewhere upstairs. And in fact, the voice is strangely familiar.
Uh-huh. What type of familiar?
You haven't heard this sobbing before.
Mm-hmm.
But the voice... Yeah, if someone's crying, you can hear their voice, right?
Yeah.
The voice is somewhat familiar. Just like vaguely familiar in the back of your mind somewhere.
Somebody's crying upstairs. Something is crying upstairs.
You say that loud enough so everyone can hear?
Toshi more or less says it to themselves.
Right.
Looks around the room to see what the fuck Solomon is talking about.
I hear it.
Solomon, you do hear Toshi mutter that. And you also hear, as Toshi mutters that, you hear the same sobbing from upstairs.
I'm going to tell the other people there with me. Seth, Boren, Stone Boy.
Stone Boy.
I don't remember his name. Son. There we go.
Rocky
It's
Man.
likely another haunt, no?
Saf frowns, listens, can't hear anything.
So, what are the runes that you're talking about?
You probably can't quite see them from there. You probably have to move closer into the room.
Yeah, that's why
'Cause they're
Toshi's
on-
waiting.
Yeah, they're on or
What's
over
this
here.
ugly thing?
E3. Where is that? There. A rather gruesome antique, what appears to be a mummified monkey head, hangs on the northern wall here. Its tiny mouth gaping, a bell pull extends from the monkey's gaping mouth. A ratty throw rug partially obscures a foul stain of dark-coloured mould on the floor.
That's where somebody bled.
What kind of shit were these people into?
They're
Who wants to pull the
nobles.
chain?
No, don't touch
Please
the
pull
chain.
the chain. I promise
Don't
you it's
pull
not
the chain.
cursed. It's just hilarious if you actually pull the chain.
I think Solomon actually might.
Yeah? You pull the chain?
Not right now, but
Yeah.
Solomon being young is likely to be curious.
Yank on it. Yeah, 100%. No, that's fair.
I'll let you know when and if it happens.
Runes,
Sorry?
or at least Toshi at least attempts to decipher the runes.
Go ahead and roll me Knowledge Arcana.
Is it a language that I know?
It is arcane runes.
Okay. What language?
Arcane language.
15.
You do know that they're necromantic. However, you can't quite put together anything else about them.
Saf, what do those mean?
Saf says, well, they're necromantic. They could mean multiple different things. I don't know yet. I need more context.
Is this a desk or
It's like a massive dining table.
Okay.
Son would like to look at the creature and
make
a knowledge check if possible. Is it planes or not?
Arcana is probably going to be best.
I would think it was dungeoneering.
He doesn't have that either.
Well, that depends on what that is.
Isn't it a monstrosity? Wait, are monstrosities Arcana or dungeoneering?
Well, it depends on if it's a magical beast or an aberration. Yeah, no, it's Arcana.
Okay.
Never mind.
Son does know that it is of this plane.
Okay. Cool.
Is this another door over here?
It is, yes. There are also 2 doors north and south of where Voron is standing, and another door just over here.
I think I'll start moving towards this one.
No pulling.
You want to pose to me opening this door?
Let me just try and voodoo through it first, please.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a charisma check.
Go ahead, do the voodoo that you do.
Everyone can do voodoo.
Yeah, you do sense a oh, actually no, you don't sense anything. Not this one.
Dun dun dun.
Feel free to open it and solve
it. Dies immediately.
be right behind him.
Immediately. Yeah. No problem. So you open up into a large-ish room. Where is... This library features 2 chairs, one of which lies on its side before a stone fireplace. A scarf, its reds and golds contrasting with the drab palette of the room, is draped over the side of the fallen chair. A book sits face down on the floor between the chairs. A stone bookend carved to look like a praying angel with butterfly wings lies on its side in the fireplace itself.
These guys really liked fireplaces.
Yeah. Every room has one. Or 2.
This is a large house.
At least one.
This is a very large
house.
It is a very
big house.
Big time. Actually, no, they would have central heating anyway.
There's something in there.
There's something in there.
Yeah, Solomon, there is definitely something in there. You notice that the scarf is just very slightly swaying on its own.
Where's the scarf?
Solomon has
draped over one of the chairs. Yep.
I'll describe to you guys what I saw, etc. But I'm not hanging around in the room with the ghost.
Yep, that's fair. Big mood.
Especially when I don't know where it is.
Do any of us, other than myself, have magic weapons?
Yeah.
I
got 2.
Yes. Oh, okay.
Solomon is a magic weapon.
Mostly out of character. Just like me going.
Yeah, everyone has magical weapons of some kind. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going, we're going to be fighting ghosts.
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 Nope. Wow. So what are you guys doing?
I will go into the room.
You'll go into the room?
Yeah. and have a bit of a look around. See if I can notice anything. Sloan didn't exactly say that the scarf was moving, so...
I would have described to you everything that I saw. Yeah. So the fallen chair, the scarf, the book, and you said there was an angel in the fireplace.
No, so it's just like a bookend that is laying on the ground. It's carved to look like a praying angel with butterfly wings. It's not in the fireplace, It's just on the ground.
Okay.
Oh no, you are correct. It is in the fireplace itself, yes. Sorry, you are correct. I misread what I thought I said.
Hey, Adam, I have a really odd question that's called back a while ago.
Yeah.
Is there any ornamentation on the cold iron dagger I have?
Great question. Why?
I wanted to see if it matches any of the ornamentation around the house.
It does not.
Or the mansion. Okay.
There is ornamentation, but it does not match any of this.
I will be asking that question periodically.
No, go for it. That's totally cool. Love that.
Because I want to see if it's connected to the...
Just remind me where you got it from, because I will forget.
It was from the...
Underneath the glassworks?
Yes.
Yeah.
In the little citadel from the imp.
Yeah.
Our one magic item that we had for a long time.
Yes. Very true.
Didn't sell.
Yeah. Very true. Alrighty. So, you take a look around. There doesn't seem to be any issues in the room at all.
Okay.
Roll me a perception check.
Will...
You do see that the scarf is moving on its own. But Son doesn't pick up anything else. And neither do you. Like, you do see, and you don't feel like... Between the two of you, you don't feel like there is much else to be worried about in this room. Maybe the scarf. Probably the scarf, depending on what the trigger for that possible haunt might be.
It's Toshi.
I'm really hesitant to light anything on fire in here. But burning the scarf would be a quick way to get rid of it, and if the scarf is the center of the haunt, then it would get rid of that. But I don't light anything on fire because that's a bad idea now.
You set it on fire, you summon a banshee. Sierra 27. Have fun. Toshi just slowly closes door, invisible, jumps out the window.
Bye. Please jump out the window. That would be hilarious.
But
I like to concentrate through this door.
Alright.
Obviously, I get a roll.
Toshi will come in with the rest of the party.
You don't... Cool. Toshi, as you step into the room...
It does.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. As you step into the room...
Noble.
As you step into the... No, it's not. There's a thing. And I will... Why am I so blurry? What is going on? Oh my god. Stop it. Okay. Cool. There is a trigger, and I will tell you what it is later, because it's very cool. Sorry.
Toshi thinks anything. Toshi just exclaims, "Why?
Why?" So as you step past the scarf, it whips up and around your throat. Roll me a will save to start with.
Yes, the save that I'm good at.
Yeah, I hope you fail.
Failed, probably.
Yeah. A ghostly image of Alden Foxglove manifests in front of you and appears, and everyone sees this, appears to be using the scarf to choke you to death.
Toshi stabs him.
At the same moment, you lose your sense of self, and you fully believe that you have become Aisha. Make a fortitude save.
Him.
Make a fortitude save. You have no sense of self, and you believe you are reflex. Aisha. That is reflex. Fortitude. Alright.
Fail. Well, I might believe that I'm Aisha, but I have a dagger in my hand.
You take 13 points of non-lethal damage.
Okay.
And as you swipe, as you come back to your sense of self and swipe at Alden, the ghostly image of Alden. Everyone sort of probably takes a couple steps towards you to help, but just as quickly as it began, it's over, and the scarf unwraps itself and settles lifelessly to the ground.
Is there a
course
window
it's
in
me.
this room?
There are 4 windows in the room.
Is there a window in this room that goes over a cliff?
Not that you can see. Yeah, what's your reaction? What's your reaction, Solomon?
Seeing Toshi get attacked by the scarf
Yep.
and so forth, I want to jump into the middle of the room here and grab all the bits and pieces that were lying around,
Yeah.
like the bookend, etc.,
Yeah.
and then jump back to the wall.
Okay. Yeah, not a
Well,
problem.
she
You
looks
sort of
unhappy.
holding on to a bunch of stuff. Yeah.
Okay,
Toshi-
now I want to check it out.
Yeah.
Visibly looks unhappy right now.
Yeah, that's fair. Your throat really hurts, and yeah, you do have that 13 points of non-lethal damage, but it is non-lethal, so
Yeah.
Suddenly, very much less.
Roll me a knowledge religion. Finish your
May I?
thought, and then roll me a knowledge religion. Yeah, go for it. What was the rest of that thought, Warren?
Much less. I can't think of the word, but much less friendly to Alden next time I see him.
Understandably. Varn, you feel that this haunt will probably reset and is probably tied to the scarf. However, Toshi, you feel that as long as you don't touch the scarf from here on out, it'll probably be okay.
I ain't touching that shit.
It wasn't a ghost, it was like a ghostly apparition.
It was a feeling and memory forced into reality.
So sorry, you said those exact words?
Me? Yes.
Yeah,
So
okay.
Solomon would be the ghost took on the form of a living person. Why would it do that? Having
It's a
heard
memory.
Varun just say the next time he sees Eldon and making Solomon go, that person's alive.
Yeah.
It was a memory, not a ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much do me and Toshi and Saf combined know about haunts?
Let me roll a knowledge check for Saf on haunts.
Yeah, I can help.
Cool. So between the 20, the 25, and the 24, what do you want to know? Basically,
What's the fucking
to
trigger?
explain to Solomon what a haunt is.
Cool.
So
yeah, go ahead.
I have a fairly good idea out of character.
Yeah.
But in character, I wanted to know what information I would know that I could pass on.
Between the three of you, I will stop you if there is something that I feel is not covered. So you have haunts from an arcane nature from Saf, haunts from a probably folklore nature from Toshi, and haunts from a religious nature from yourself. Covers a lot of them, so I'm quite happy for you to go ahead.
Okay. So there are often events in a person's life that when they die, they either can't let go of or they are tethered to this plane in some way, right? And a haunt can be a manifestation of one of those.
Oh no.
Very strongly tied to the emotions of those moments. So Toshi dancing before, if that was, I don't know if she said it was who it was with, but that could have been a moment. It could have been a moment of joy that created that haunt. That has then stayed because that person or
So
hasn't been
So
able to let go of that.
The haunt is not innately evil then, because good memories and bad memories.
On
A haunt
no,
is
go ahead.
a haunt is trauma given manifest.
Yeah. A haunt is usually that it would be incredibly rare for a haunt to not be of evil nature.
Oh, that would
It
be
does
hallowed ground if
happen.
it wasn't.
But it is incredibly rare.
Because usually happy people move on afterwards.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what
But
do
if
we
they
do
can't
with
let
the
go,
haunt?
then
Do
they
we make
might
it
not.
move on? Or do you kill it? I mean, it seems kind of
Kill it?
hard to kill a memory.
There are different ways
Well,
of
we
getting
do
rid
it
of the
together
haunt. Yeah.
for now. We
There,
have to find whatever the source of all of them is and get rid of that, I think.
Yeah.
next time I see Alden, I'm shooting him.
Not
That's
do
fine.
that in broad daylight
I'm smart enough
or
not
in
to do
dark
it.
night. I would like to pick up the scarf very carefully.
Toshi points the gun at the scarf.
Yeah, no, you pick it up, no issues at all.
No, it's
Roll me an appraise
on
check.
walk.
Keeping the dagger close to
I
her
don't
neck.
Yeah,
have
so
ranks and appraise.
That's fine. It's not a trained skill.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Ow.
Never mind.
Yeah.
It's real nice.
Toshi, as he picks it up, Toshi's
You should
keeping
probably
the
put
dagger
ranks and
close to her
appraise, my
neck.
dude. Yeah,
Why?
cool. Not a worry.
Yeah, just so that if it goes to wrap, it
Yeah.
cuts itself.
Yeah, that's fine.
Keep that thing away.
I would like to
Can
walk
I
over
tell-
to. Sorry, Solomon, you go.
Can I tell what Varun was trying to do and help him with his appraisal?
Yeah,
I wasn't trying.
No. He
As a
wasn't
merchant-
trying. But you do like you saw that look. You saw the look of, how well made is this? It's probably innate of a dwarf. How well made is this? It's pretty well made. It's in fact probably considered close to a work of art, worth maybe somewhere between 50 and 150 gold pieces.
Oh.
Yeah. It's incredibly well made, and the embroidery is phenomenal.
Hey, Saf,
This
you
is
know
magic, Saf.
Spark?
Spark. I do have that in my spellbook. However, I don't have it prepared today.
Isn't it just a cantrip?
Yeah,
It is, but you can
only prepare.
Yeah, you can only prepare a certain amount of cantrips a day. Unfortunately, I don't have it prepared today. I have Disrupt Undead instead.
That's
You know
fair.
what?
It's probably more
Yeah.
helpful.
Yeah.
Solomon, do you have a flint and tinder on you?
Toshi takes out a flint and
yes, I
steel.
do. And
I don't want you to come
Solomon's
anywhere
got
near
his-
the scarf. Toshi.
Oh no, I'm not going near it. I will hand it over to Solomon. If anything.
Cool.
Solomon has got his
I'm going
arms
to-
full of
Yeah, full of
bookends
crap. Just
and bits and pieces.
guys, help.
Before that, I'm going to be like,
Yeah.
I'm going to offload my stuff to Saf and be like, is any of this special? And I'll go and get stuff from Toshi.
It's stuff.
Toshi will look
I'm
over the
going
books.
to ask
Look at some of
Toshi
the
to step
books.
aside
Oh,
so that I can get to the window.
Toshi is not moving close to that thing, and then probably going over the bookshelves.
Yeah, that's
Going-
fair. Yep.
Ignoring it. With still a dagger close to the neck, just
Yeah, that's
keeping
fine.
it close.
Totally fair.
Smash the window with my elbow if I can.
Yeah, that's fine.
And look
Haunt
out as I
activates,
go over
punches
the
you
cliff.
back.
There is probably from here.
No, the
me
haunt
just-
activates and punches Vorin back. That's what happens.
Let me
Solomon,
just.
Solomon will be so disappointed when you throw that thing out the window,
Oh yeah.
knowing
So you're going to light it on
approximately-
fire first.
Yeah. There's a good 10 feet, but you feel like you could probably hoik something if it's wrapped in something wrapped in something heavy. You could hoik it 10 feet.
Toshi takes out a torch.
The torch isn't immediately lit, you know. You still have to light it.
Yeah, this isn't Skyrim.
No. You don't say, Vorin!
Oh my
You took my
Yeah,
god!
vengeance steel! I wonder
You
what
do
you could
have a
do with
Solomon.
it!
I would like
With his
to
finger.
ask
The
Toshi
shame.
to pass me the angel bookend.
Saf's got it, so
Toshi-
Saf
I'll take it from
Saf,
hands it
sorry.
over.
Yeah. And wrap the scarf in it, hold it out to Solomon.
Toshi, you do
I don't know
notice
why.
that it is Desnan in Origin.
The angel?
Yeah.
Let's not throw that, please.
Yeet.
It's...
Yeet.
Okay.
Okay. Are you lighting it on
I have a
fire
torch.
or?
Yeah, Solomon already did.
Solomon lets it on
Okay.
fire with his finger.
Cool. Oh yeah.
Presuming I don't have to use a charge for that.
No.
Oh,
No, I'll
done.
allow it.
Just pokes it with a fire.
I forget you can do that.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah. Out the window.
Yeet. Over the cliff.
You should see what else I can do.
Yeah. Cool. No worries.
Oh. Okay.
Maybe I'll wait like a second for it to catch properly.
Yep.
So that the wind of it falling doesn't blow it out.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
But then I'll throw.
Vorin, you know there's water out there, right?
Yeah, there's an ocean at the bottom of the cliff.
Yeah, but we're a couple hundred feet up.
Yeah, it's about 300
Right.
feet up.
And it's a fairly flammable material,
That's
being
fair. Silk.
whatever it was made of.
Silk.
Silk.
Silk
So,
burns and
hopefully-
melts real quick.
yeah,
Yeah.
it would and flame, and then the angel can just land in the water and anchor it. Either
Okay.
way, scarf is destroyed because the water will destroy it eventually.
If we walk back into this room and that damn scarf is back, I will shoot the entire place up and then make sure it explodes.
That's fair.
I
I think she might do that anyway.
be really annoying
Uh-huh.
and just get you to clear out the black that's here and here.
No, you cannot.
No,
No, you cannot.
Just,
Because you haven't actually looked in that area. No, you cannot.
but it's outside of the building. It's not.
You don't know that.
Yeah.
There might be secret rooms
So-
that you don't know about.
When we were over here, we wouldn't have been able to look out, so you would have
No.
only been
No,
able to
no,
look
no.
out here,
And
which it was specifically
The
stated
windows
that
are
the...
pretty ground up. Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but it's just bugging me
I
that
know.
there is random black spots on shit
know.
that we should be able to.
but you
should
can't
be-
see it.
Yeah.
Send Solomon
So-
to Earth Tunnel big thing across and pop
So
up
the
over there.
next... So with the 25, would I have been able to figure out the trigger for the room?
It was the scarf. And
The
like
trigger.
coming close to the scarf.
Okay.
You specifically
what
coming
about-
close to the staff for some reason.
Yes. Fuck.
For some reason. You're not sure. You're not sure.
Okay. I would like to check this door.
You
Who
rolled a
booted through the
charisma
door
check
again?
before.
This
so
That
I'm
was
gonna
to come into this room, wasn't it?
that over.
I
Yeah, no,
think
you
it's
did.
on...
Sorry?
I think this one might have been because Toshi identifies as female.
Who knows?
The Saf doesn't.
Who knows?
Unless Vorin has something to tell the party. I don't think Vorin or Solomon.
We won't be cracking any eggs tonight. This cozy-looking drawing room is marred by the unnatural dampness and thick sheets of mold that cling to the curtains closed over the southern window.
Do you guys think I should just leave because I seem to be activating all these haunted things?
I think we should probably stay.
Saf says, I don't
I
believe
think
that it
so.
is targeting you in particular.
Twice now it's only been me, so a third time will cement the idea.
I'll move into
Science.
the room.
Move into the room?
Yeah.
Yep. There's a door that leads. You can tell it leads to the.
Yep.
Back to the main room.
If I walk into there and
Oh, it's
something
gonna be
attacks me,
hilarious.
I swear to Desna.
Can I peek behind the curtain?
Yeah, you want to peek behind the curtain?
I do.
So you sort of open the curtain up, and there is a flash right in front of you of a woman standing outside, a forlorn face, sad beyond measure. and then an instant later, it's just gone.
Toshi, go
Yeah.
back the other way.
Fair.
Toshi cracks a smile. It's just like, we're the only
Oh,
one.
that's hilarious. Just as a note, Voron, which way did you go?
This way.
Yeah,
You went
okay.
north.
Good to know. Just
Okay.
checking.
Yeah,
I'm
Toshi-
closing the door behind me.
Toshi
Yep.
will
And-
move past, move into this room. Does anything happen?
No.
Okay.
Do you want to look through the curtains as well?
Toshi already saw what happened with Solomon. No, thank you.
I mean, you can if you want.
You didn't see anything.
Toshi didn't see anything.
No. But Solomon sure went, oh.
Yeah, Solomon probably went, oh. You know?
Yeah.
By the way,
Uh,
that is my worst fear. Like, looking out a window and someone, like, looking back at you, especially in the dark. Ugh. Hate it. I gave myself goosebumps. Just, no. It's literally my worst fear.
But what happens if they're facing away?
Nah. That's,
They're bound
if they're
to
not
turn and
meant,
look at you.
if they're not meant to be there, no. If it's actually worse if they're facing away and then they slowly turn to look at me as soon as I look out. I'm like, I would be a crying mess on the floor.
So
Instant brain
what you're
broken.
saying, so what you're saying is when I visit your house, I should not do that.
Correct. And in fact,
No, what I should.
if
Totally
now that
do
I've given
but
you
tell
that
me
idea,
first,
you will
and then I
never
can
visit
laugh
my
about it.
house. So
Don't
just
worry,
as a
I'll give you our
note-
address.
Oh god.
is there anything over here?
Yes, there is a flight of stairs.
Has Solomon pulled the monkey's head yet?
Yeah, have you pulled the monkey's head? You're standing right next to it
No.
nearly.
Solomon has not,
There is a
because
rope
Solomon
dangling.
is still busy. Solomon is still busy panicking from the ghost outside the window.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Um,
Heart's racing.
When
Jesus.
Solomon calms down, as soon as we make a plan about where we're moving, Solomon is probably going to pull it.
That's fair.
I'm not making a plan. I'm just moving to this door here, the north door,
Mhm.
and deal the voodoo through it.
You don't sense anything. You don't pick anything up at all.
Also, is this an
Oh,
up or a down
open
staircase?
That one goes up.
Toshi has a
So
gun
open
towards
this
it.
door.
That's fair. It is an open staircase that sort of leads up onto a landing and sort of into a hallway by the looks.
More reason to hold a gun to it.
Open the door, Varn.
Yes.
It's a
A
staircase.
skeleton.
Yeah, I figured it would be,
Leads
but I
down.
just needed to. Yeah, cool.
You just needed
Do we want
you
to
just
go?
needed the black space gone.
I needed to do the game properly
Yeah, that's
rather
fair.
than assuming.
So, booming.
Don't. Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm gonna open this door and check.
Yeah.
So,
I'm going to wait for Varun to be opening that door, and then I'm going to pull a
does
chain.
this one down or up?
as he
Okay,
goes.
so as Voron opens the door, there is an ear-splitting simian shriek. Just probably the second loudest thing you've ever heard, right behind Toshi's gunshot, and it
Gunshot.
echoes throughout the entire house.
Toshi shoots the head.
And it's coming from the head. You shoot the head, go ahead and roll an attack roll.
Like, this thing spooks Toshi. So
Yeah.
Toshi.
Toshi
Yeah.
doesn't have her gun out though, does she?
Yeah,
She does
She
have
had
she
it
does.
pointed at the stairwell.
6.
Nice.
Wow.
2 points of damage.
3.
And
Is it within
you
30 feet?
notice that it doesn't seem to do any damage. Like, it's got a bit of a scuff mark, but there's no real damage to it.
It would have sneak attack too, because it's within 30 feet.
Can you sneak attack
It's an
objects?
inanimate object.
I don't believe you
Time
can
to look
sneak
that up.
attack objects.
I don't
Yeah.
believe so.
I believe
Is it-
believe objects probably come under the same idea as like oozes. There's no, it's like an amorphous
Oh, it only works
thing.
against.
Yeah.
Is it a creature?
It
There's
is
no
not a
anatomy.
creature.
That's 5e. I look up
Is it-
Pathfinder specific,
Yeah.
and then it gives
Is
me
it-
5e
Yeah,
information.
that tracks.
Is it still
That is
screeching?
more popular.
It screeches for a good 3 seconds and then cuts out.
So it.
Lad, don't touch it again.
Saf does
I would
come
have
over
done
and
that.
is like, ooh,
So
interesting.
that you thought it was associated with the door opening. So I wouldn't have still been holding the chain.
You're the
I'd be
closest
like,
person
that
to it.
door.
No other door has screeched when I opened it.
Huh. You hear from Saf.
What's up?
Well, that's interesting.
Curiosity killed the cat, Seth.
Yeah. But satisfaction brought it
Brought it
back. That's a hungry decapitant.
Sorry, what?
Would I know what that is?
A hungry decapitant. It's old by the looks, obviously, and when you pull the rope, it's shrieks. It can be
What
set
is
as
it?
traps, or they're used for, well, and Saf sort of
Alarms.
looks around. A dinner bell?
Toshi reloads gun and points it around the room, just like,
It's the creepiest dinner bell ever.
Yeah.
Can I unhook it from the wall?
Yeah, easily.
I'm gonna do that.
Roll me an appraise check.
oh, it's a magic item, isn't it? Yeah.
Fail.
It could be worth 50 gold pieces, could be worth 5,000. You have no idea.
That's the one skill I don't actually have points in yet.
This will scare off anything coming close to the wagon.
That is
I
fair.
swear.
You could rig it as an alarm, like around your camp. You could rig it as an alarm around your camp. Yeah, definitely. Especially with
I
Toshi's
think
skills,
Solomon is
super easy too. Yeah.
Oh.
And you know what? If anyone's on watch and they pull that, you guys are instantly awake. Everyone, all at once.
Without a doubt.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's an alarm.
Even the
It's
druid.
really loud.
Even the druid 3 miles away going, what the fuck is that?
Basically. Yeah. So what are you
Is
guys
this-
doing?
Is this
Hey?
nook here?
Go ahead.
Is this nook here like the back of a bookshelf or something?
So that just seems to be like a writing desk area. It's like a writing nook. It's just like a desk.
The desk.
Yeah, it's a desk.
What's in the desk?
Nothing. There's no drawers. It's
So
just
it's
like
like
a
a
bench with a seat in front of it. It's just a desk. There's no drawers
A
or anything.
timeout bench.
Yeah, basically.
These
It's a timeout
stairs.
corner.
Oh.
Those stairs that you're in front of do go upstairs. Yes.
Okay. Are we going up or down?
Let's go up.
Why does
I don't
everybody
like
always
the.
pick the opposite of my instincts?
I don't like the
Well,
idea of going
if you want to
down
go
in a
upstairs,
ghost-haunted place.
sorry.
I don't like the idea of going down in a ghost haunted place.
I once had a friend who did.
Dwarves are just
Nah.
bad.
Bad. That's a terrible idea.
She did say that's where everything was happening. And
Solomon, are you
that
moving over there?
when they deal with it.
I am.
Okay, I
I'm
need you to roll me a perception check.
completely expecting everybody else to be with me.
Cool. As
We are
you
literally going
step,
through the stairs that we're at.
as you step right there, you smell burning fur, and on the creature right next to you, you see the fur starting to, from the front to the back, starting to light and smolder. As the entire continue on. The entire thing just smolders for half a second, and then it's gone instantly.
Is it undamaged?
Yeah, seems to be. You didn't see this. Only Solomon did.
No. I was just wanting specification
Yep,
because
no, it's undamaged.
when if Toshi would look over and notice it was damaged, questions.
Yeah, no, undamaged.
Does Solomon have any foundation for being able to understand what happened, since he doesn't have knowledge, religion, etc.?
You know that this is a
totally
haunted
associate
house.
the haunt?
Hey? You know
So
that
Solomon would just be like, it's the haunted stuff. And
that could be haunted, yeah. And it did seem to react to you.
Yeah. This shit fucky wucky, oh whoa.
Basically.
I wonder if it's Solomon's elemental connection connecting with the fire that burnt the place down.
Maybe.
Who knows?
No idea.
So we're going up?
Yep. Which set of stairs? These ones or the curved stairs?
I'm going up these ones.
Okay.
Is this servant style stairs?
It is, yes.
I think because Solomon doesn't know that that's an upstairs, he knows that that's a downstairs. He's gonna go up this one.
Okay, that's fine.
Fully expecting you guys are right behind him.
Toshi is following Vorin with a gun, just and dagger, ready to stab anything that's close and shoot anything that's far.
Fair enough. Saf is right behind. Oh my gosh, if I could do maps. Saf is right behind Solomon.
Solomon.
100% confident that you guys are there.
Right.
Fox anxiety emote, yes. Alright. Solomon, you and Saf walk up, and there is a hallway right there, up and around, and there is a hallway right there. You do see what looks to be a door just around the corner there. And Vorin and Toshi, allow me to... Where is the room?
It's a haunt. Roll wisdom save. Toshi only.
As you step up, as you reach the top, Toshi and Vorin, you both hear an echo of footsteps coming up the stairs behind you.
Gun.
You look
Dagger,
around, there's
anything?
no one there.
Toshi will throw the dagger down.
Toshi, I don't know much of... It's a returning dagger, she'll just get it right back. It doesn't need much. Toshi, I don't know much of nobility and the likes. Can you tell me the difference between the staircase that we just went up of? That would... Wow, words. Can you tell me about the staircase that we just went up
This is
in
servant's
comparison
staircase.
to the curved staircase?
This is servant's staircase. That is the family and guest staircase. This is the one that allows servants to move around the entirety of this place.
You hear a knock on the door.
Toshi points gun at it. Dagger back in hand.
Yeah. You throw the dagger down the stairs, nothing happens. Pops back in your hand. Open the door, Solomon's on the other side.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but like the knock interrupted your conversation.
Yeah. Creepy. Probably not the best place. Glad you're here.
Yeah, you open up the door, or the door opens up and Toshi's just pointing a gun at you.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I should let you go ahead.
Yeah.
And Saf pipes up. It might be best if we stick together.
Yeah. Not a bad idea. So door there.
Yep, hold up.
I'm letting Vorin lead.
That's the guy with the reach weapon lead. That's smart.
Let the paladin lead in the haunted house. That's the issue here.
Except I'm not a paladin.
Technically a paladin. Technically not. You step into a large, long hallway, well adorned, with trophies and portraits, most rotted and indistinguishable from anything else. There are two big double doors on either side, a small door just around the corner, a door on the far wall, and you do see what looks like a door just around the corner up the far way as well. And there is also a hallway off to your left as you look up the hallway.
So, left, far left, forward, far right, or right.
Stay to the right and treat it like a maze.
So you always go left in a maze.
It doesn't
You
matter.
can go either way. It doesn't
As
matter.
long as you have one hand on a wall at all times, you'll get out eventually.
Mhm.
1 equals scared of the paintings, 2 equals not scared of the paintings. Solomon is scared of the paintings. Yeah. They kind of look as if they have melted. Any of the paint that was on it has rotted away, and like you know the Scream portrait. Have you ever seen Looney Tunes back in action?
No.
Right.
Yeah.
So in that movie, it shrieks, right? But what I want you to think is like that painting plus the effect of the Nazi's face melting from Indiana Jones. Right?
Yeah.
Do the eyes watch us?
Sorry?
Wax
Eyes
house.
watch us?
There are no eyes, but you do assume that if there were, they would.
Solomon is not looking for the eyes. Solomon
That's
is trying not to look at the paintings.
Got his
They're
blinders
probably
on.
the most flammable object in here.
Yeah, everything's real damp. Voren, which door are you looking through?
Left.
Alcohol's also
this one
damp.
here?
Yep.
Yeah. Alright. With a 20, 21.
21?
Yeah, you do sense something extra in here.
Is it likely to be another haunt?
Your guess is probably.
Okay.
Gun ready.
You
Go
don't
through.
know for a fact, but it's pretty likely.
Well, I will open the doors.
Open up the doors. One.
Hi, baby. My chunky boy has screamed at me, so now it is pet's time for him.
That's okay.
Squeamy.
Toshi just sent a message to the Discord.
Okay.
Can you check that for me? Oh my god. Everything is broken. Okay, it's just me. I am broken.
Aren't we all? We're all broken on the inside.
Right.
But that's what makes life interesting.
Sure.
Why
A
go
stone...
Benjamin 3?
That's fair. A stone fireplace sits in the northwestern portion of this chamber. Paintings hang on the walls to the north and south, each covered over with a thick sheet of dusty cobwebs that obscures its subject from view.
Sorry, could you read that one more time?
A stone fireplace sits in the northwestern portion of this chamber. Paintings hang on the walls to the north and south, each covered over with a thick sheet of dusty cobwebs that obscures its subject from view. It is a little drier in this room.
If I walk in there and a haunt starts, I swear I'm burning this place down.
That's fair.
Okay. I would like to take a moment to look for whatever, or focus on where the aura is coming from, and then try and see what it is.
Cool. Roll me a perception check. And I am considering your checking checking the rooms before you go in to be an auto success from here on out. Doesn't matter what you roll, it succeeds.
Okay.
Because you're more used to the area now, and you've detected a few, and yeah, you finally rolled over a 20. Yeah, no, you can't tell where it's coming from. It seems to be the entire room, maybe. There is a big set of double doors on the far end.
I can't.
You can't pinpoint
I
it.
can't
No.
focus on the aura. No. Okay.
Unfortunately, not. You know that there is an aura in this room, and it seems to permeate the entire room. But you can't quite tell exactly what the trigger is.
Voren. Toshi will toss him a python. make sure the door can't close. At least one of them.
I will pound a pipe into the floor in front of the door.
Yeah, super easy. Yeah, done.
The left-hand door.
Yep.
Just to
Left-hand door.
specific.
Gotcha. Love it.
Oh,
Always
thing-
left-hand side.
Yes.
Yeah.
The thing
You
is
can
that
blame Rob for that.
I do. It's brilliant.
the last thing we need is a hunt to start and us being unable to affect it and not being able to get out.
That's fair. What are you doing,
I'll
Byron?
move through to the doors. I'll move through to the doors directly in front, and again check through the door.
Yeah.
Hey Saf, I bet you 10 gold that if I walk through that door, the hunt will start.
Saf says, I'll take that.
Toshi walks through the door. Wait,
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Nothing seems to happen. Saf sort of
Damn.
waits and I'll take my 10 gold.
Toshi does not have 10 gold.
Rough.
You shouldn't bet with what you don't have.
Toshi was thinking as
You
more
can
of
owe
a
me.
joke.
Cool. Cool.
I
Saf, I
cannot
think
bother
your,
you for a night.
Theo is showing a little bit.
That's fair.
Saf, don't worry. I can just not bother you for a night. How does that sound?
We can call that even. Are you opening the door yet, or just checking through it?
I want to check through it.
Yeah, there
first
does
before
seem
I-
to be a haunt on the other side.
We'll open the doors again.
Open the doors.
Yep.
Open up the
Bedroom.
doors.
Oh, no.
I've got a lot to say. Like, whoa. The furniture in this bedroom, while dusty and unkept, does not exhibit any major signs of water or mold damage. The one exception is a dark stain on the desk near the northern window. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
May I?
Cool. Yeah, for sure.
May I make
Go
one?
for it. Saf is going to step into the room and step over to one of the paintings.
21.
21?
Oh,
As
sorry.
you sort of look in, your eyes sort of glance over the desk, and then you sort of look around, and then you look back, and then you do a double take. There's a dagger on the desk that wasn't there before.
My dagger or a different one?
Just a dagger.
Hey, Bourne, do you see that?
Do I see the dagger after?
Yeah,
you pointed out?
the dagger's on the dagger's on there, but you don't feel like it's out of place.
Is it evil?
It's a dagger on a table. There is no point in asking that question because everything here is evil.
Yeah.
It's the entire house is emanating evils on different levels.
Yeah.
It's
Well, I didn't see it beforehand. And then I didn't
maybe
look
you
at
missed
the
it.
spot. I doubt that. It's a dagger on a table.
Hearing you guys talk about this, can Solomon step into the room, grab the bed sheet, and throw it over the table with a dagger on it?
Brilliant. So good. Solomon can step into the room and grab the bed sheet, but as soon as Solomon steps near
Oh no!
the dagger, I need Solomon to roll me a will save.
I'm not wanting to step near the dagger.
Yeah.
I'm wanting to do it from a. Oh, so
Yep, roll me a will save.
Success.
Did you do anything to interact with the dagger?
Okay.
I was thinking I'd use my neck, but then I was like, no, I don't want my neck to be damaged.
That's fair. For a moment there, this overwhelming compulsion to pick the dagger up and stab yourself in the throat overtakes you. You actually do drop the sheet and reach out for the dagger, But you notice your hand move basically of its own volition, shake yourself, and then you sort of step back. You do manage to shake off the effect.
I think we're starting to
Do I
learn
think
how
I can
each one of them
save?
died.
Sorry?
Sorry, Toshi.
Say that, Tol?
I didn't hear what you said, Toshi. I was going to say, could I continue trying to throw the blanket over that if I think it's a one-off sensation?
I think we're all starting to realize how each one of them died.
So who was stabbed in, or who committed suicide by stabbing themselves? Actually, I don't know that because Solomon didn't tell us anything.
And Solomon wouldn't actually either, because
So,
as Solomon, I totally expect you guys are already aware that it's a haunt and it's going to have some funny mind game on me. I wouldn't tell you about it unless you asked me because you saw me act weird.
Would there be a sense motive in case?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Yeah, can I do that as well?
Yeah. Go for it.
Because we both saw him move
And
stop.
Voron and Toshi, roll me a perception check as well.
Oh gosh.
Cool. Toshi, you see Saf begin to reach up to brush away some of the
Saf,
cobwebs. You do feel that Solomon grabbing the sheet, dropping the sheet, and then reaching out for the dagger, definitely out of character, was not in character for Solomon's intentions up to this point.
And then Toshi goes, Saf, don't.
Saf, don't. And Saf sort of like freezes, hand millimeters away.
Solomon, what happened?
Another one of those mind thingies. I wanted to stab myself with a dagger. Let's cover this thing, and I'm gonna grab the sheets, and I really want to just throw them over the whole table.
Yeah.
Presuming that the whole thing is related to seeing the
Stab
dagger.
yourself out.
Pick up the dagger and stab myself in the throat. To be specific. 4 degrees elevation, 6 degrees to the left.
The devil
Adam,
is in the details.
which one killed themselves? Because I remember us talking about that. I'm pretty sure it was the original.
Roll me just a straight intelligence check.
Would I be able to do knowledge local or knowledge nobility?
No, this is to recall information.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I'll say that you know, but can you recall it at this point?
I clicked it, and nothing is happening.
19.
It did happen.
Traver Foxglove was found in his bedroom, dead by his own hand.
This is where Trevor's dead.
Okay. Is this the master bedroom, or is it just one of the bedrooms?
It's one of the bedrooms.
Roll me a check.
Knowledge nobility?
Sure.
Okay. I could also argue knowledge engineering.
Either one.
Okay. Knowledge engineering, slightly higher, 20. Then knowledge.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Yes, master bedroom.
Like you can't say with zero, zero questions asked. This is it. Probably it.
Mm-hmm. Probably the master bedroom.
Yeah.
Let's keep moving on. We haven't found what. Do I still hear the crying?
Roll me a perception check. Everybody.
23.
Yeah, you still hear it. It's upstairs.
Attic?
Or upstairs?
Like,
And
upstairs as an attic, or upstairs as in same level?
upstairs, as in higher than you are now.
It was
Okay.
a 3-story building,
Yeah.
so we had ground
Yeah.
floor, first floor, second.
Third floor. It seems to be on the floor above you. Saf looks up,
Creepy baby.
and Solomon, you hear it as well above you. Toshi, you do get that same sense of familiarity.
Getting to think that my ears are clogged with rocks.
Desna, protect us. Actually, in this case, it would be, what's their name? I'm forgetting their name. It is, the god of death. And, like,
As
fate.
Saf steps past Pharasma, would
Pharasma.
probably
There we
be
go. Thank you.
more appropriate.
Yes. Thank you. Pharasma.
I'd like to check through these doors.
Yep, big double doors.
We all stand behind the heavily armored man.
I mean,
I'm in full plate, yeah.
Yeah.
Or stone plate. Stone plate's the goal, but
you don't sense anything out of the ordinary on the other side of the door.
I would like to
So-
open the doors.
Open the
and go
doors.
So what you're saying is you also want a rocky relationship with your armor.
Yes. Because rocks are solid as.
Solid
You sure you're
relationship.
not
I
stoned?
love it. This large room features 2 padded chairs and a long couch facing a wide alcove lined with stained glass windows. These windows depict a diverse array of animals and plants. From north to south are a large, pale, and ghostly scorpion, a gaunt man holding out his arms as dozens of bats hang from him, a moth with a strange skull-like pattern on its wings, a tangle of dull green plants with bell-shaped flowers, and a young maiden sitting astride a well in a forest while a spindly spider the size of a dog descends along a string of webbing above her.
Would I be able to identify the moth?
Go ahead and roll me a Knowledge Arcana.
Arcana.
Would religion or planes help with any of these?
Not particularly, no. You can't quite... It's familiar to you. You don't quite remember. Sorry.
She has a plus 12.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. It's
There you go.
it's big.
Thick.
You say that out loud, Solomon?
I think so, yes.
Okay. So as you say that out loud, and Saf is definitely in the room, probably about there-ish. As you say that out loud, Saf says back over their shoulder, in fact, neither. And from north to south, scorpion venom, vampire's breath, tongue of deathwing moths, belladonna, the heart of a maiden slain by poison.
It sounds like a
Ingredients
child's
for what?
fairy tale.
All necromantic spell components.
How do
Tell
these
you,
people
you
become
have some
royals
fucked up
or nobles?
relatives.
Wait, who has some fucked up relatives?
You.
Oh no,
Foxgloves aren't.
Toshi's not related.
Yeah.
Although I guess all nobles are at some
not
point.
necessarily.
These are the Foxgloves, not the Devrons. Foxgloves are rich assholes. The Devrons, some of them are.
Only half of the
So-
family is rich assholes.
Yeah.
You're all still
Alright.
noble.
This is fair.
Hey. I'm
Alright,
here
so you're
adventuring
moving.
with you now, and I'm working to better the other people in town. So, I might be a noble, but at least I'm trying to be something more.
That is fair.
I wasn't saying anything about you. I was just
Uh-huh.
saying about
Nobility?
The concept of nobility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. A few of them need a good arrow to the knee.
Kick in the butt.
not an arrow to the knee. They need less of that. That way they don't spread.
Bruh!
Oh, so air to the dick. Got it.
Whoa! Whoa! Guys! Guys, that's okay, that's a lot.
They need to be
What are you
shafted, but
guys-
in a slightly different
No,
way.
oh my god. Oh, I knew there was a pun coming. I knew it. What are you doing? Oh, I'm so mad at you.
I would like to check through the door
Oh.
that I'm standing at.
Sure. I'm so mad.
That's what I'm going for.
This
You don't detect anything on the other side of the door.
No.
Well, I would like to.
this
open
feels
the
like
door.
walking through a haunted funhouse.
I'm so glad that you feel that way, because that's kind of what I'm going for. An iron tub sits in the middle of this floor. The floorboards around it sagging with the tub's weight. Roll me a reflex save the moment you step into the room.
It's not going after me this time.
The poor rat in the bathtub below.
23.
The moment you step into this room, your heart sinks as the entire floor, and then you leap backwards with supernatural speed for a dwarf as the entire tub and floor collapses into the ground below, into the floor below you. There's a gaping hole, pretty much the entire room.
Yeah.
Watch out for rotting floorboards, guys.
I thought you were.
Nope.
No.
I'm used to buildings made of stone.
This
Not
is fair. This is fair.
Though stone is just as
Sorry.
likely to break under the same circumstances.
I mean, add a couple thousand years, maybe, but like 50 years of disrepair is not going to
It's
sink
the
a stone
iron.
floor.
That's fair.
It's the full plate.
Alright, it's the full
Not full
plate.
plate yet.
Yet.
Wish it was full plate.
Yeah. There are two doors directly in front of you. Left or right?
Left, obviously.
Left. Doesn't seem to be anything inside that door.
Okay. I'd like to open the door.
Alright, it is a staircase that goes up.
Oh, cool. Good to know. Staircase that goes up. Check the door on the right.
Asaph, watch that door. I will watch this one.
Saf nods at you. You do detect a slightly stronger sense of evil on the other side of the door.
All right. Potentially another haunt through this door. Going to open the door.
Open the door.
Yep.
As you open the door, this once fine chamber has been destroyed. The bed is smashed, mattress torn apart, walls gouged as if by knives, chairs hacked apart, paintings on the walls torn to pieces with one exception. The portrait hanging on the northwest wall seems to be untouched, although it hangs backwards, its unseen subject facing the wall. Toshi, the moment you start to see some of the details, this is the master bedroom.
Master bedroom. Is there a
Okay.
window rat?
So, what, Toshi, do you know of Foxgloves and whatever this scene could possibly present? Because it's a lot. What is the portrait? Or can I tell what the portrait is?
No.
Or who it's of?
No.
Without
Toshi
moving
sort
it?
of looks over. Well, Toshi really doesn't need to do much to look over Warren, but
Yeah.
yeah, Toshi looks over Warren and looks into the room.
Roll me a sense motive.
Sense mode.
Yeah.
Okay then. Is this the vibe check?
This is, in fact, the vibe check.
Ah, 21.
This seems to have been done mostly in a fit of rage. Just absolute abject rage. Not much else could. It couldn't be much else. Not much else could drive someone to do something like this. But the fact is that the fact that the painting wasn't touched is weird.
We need to find out who the painting is of.
Toshi will look at the painting.
Okay, you flip the painting around.
No, Toshi does not enter the room.
Okay, cool. You can't see the painting.
Okay,
It's flipped around facing the wall. You don't know, you can't see it. It's got a backing on it, you can't see what it is of.
Who wants to enter the room with me?
Is Son scared of anything? I mean, so far nothing's affected Son. Maybe we should send him.
You know what?
Warren steps in.
Warren steps in, roll me a perception
Son will
check.
be right beside him, but that's Son.
Warren, you hear the sound of a woman's voice, just like ghostly and faint, just sort of like right here,
Ethereal.
almost like a whisper. Yeah. What do you get up to and down in the damp below before it fades?
Down below.
Is it
Does that
tough?
seem? Can I roll a sense motive to see whether that is? Because I'm a dwarf and it is like a genuine question about
go
dwarves.
ahead and roll me a sense
or
motive.
if it's about if it's part of the conversation that somebody's had in the room.
Yeah. It is not directed at you.
Cool. Good to know.
Yeah. Saf steps in.
So I'll just repeat. I just heard a woman's voice ask, "What do you do in there below?" If that means anything to you.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Can I make a local check?
Yeah, I guess.
Figuring out if that's like a local fairy tale or...
Oh, right, yeah, go for it.
Okay. Local... Man. 19.
It doesn't match any local folklore or fairy tales or anything like that.
Okay, how about outside of Rissia?
No.
Okay. If it's talking about a place, would that be geography? Or religion?
Roll me knowledge engineering.
Engineering.
Place probably has a basement. Sort of, yeah, down in the damp below. Basement is damp. Saf moves over to the painting and flips it around.
Lad.
As soon as Saf flips the painting around, they turn back and say, I need more context to figure out what's going on. Turns back to look at the painting. Voren, you are hit with a wave of sadness, like deep sadness. Toshi, you are hit with a wave of pure, unadulterated fear. And Saf gonna make a will save.
Oh.
Solomon's just in the back.
We might need you, Solomon, to
we're good.
subdue Saf without killing them, because
Saf,
I can't do non-lethal damage.
Saf looks around, eyes dead, and Saf's eyes meet yours, Toshi.
Mm-hmm.
And as Saf starts to cast a spell, shakes it off. That was strange.
What happened? Talk to us.
Well, who's this?
Toshi will look at the painting.
It's Aisha Foxglove.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Yeah, Aisha.
Alden's wife, you said, I believe?
Yes. I'm shooting the man the next time I see him.
We know how she died, Toshi.
Darn.
We do. We do. We dealt with the haunt.
Yeah. You do. You haven't told anyone yet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah?
Saf says, well, I just got hit with an overwhelming compulsion to murder Toshi.
I'll reiterate my question. Toshi, do we know how she died?
Strangled to death.
I'll look around the room. So not slice and diced.
No.
Well, that's
Just
a
like the memory
positive.
from downstairs.
Which one is that?
Everyone saw the apparition
Yeah,
and
everyone saw the
Toshi.
apparition of Aldern strangling Toshi with the scarf.
Yeah. So you reckon that is the moment that killed her?
Yes.
Okay. Is it safe to say?
Could you maybe?
It is safe to say that there is a haunt in this room. Is it safe to say that this haunt is based off this picture, perhaps?
Yes,
Saf will look back
this
at the picture and look back at you. I would say that is safe to say, yes. However,
I think I know the triggers.
Say again?
For the ones that I think I know the triggers when they activate on me.
Yes.
I'm a noble female. Nobody else in the party is female.
Nobody else is noble
Exactly.
Saf?
that you know.
Saf doesn't identify as female.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah.
Loaded question.
Gender is a weird
Wibbly
construct. I don't. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
Gender's weird.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Exactly. I don't ascribe to the concept of gender in general.
You're a cat.
Exactly.
And you're a stone.
Go on. Ask.
Should we go to the next room? Should we go to the next room?
Unfortunately, that is where we are going to have to leave tonight's session. Thank you very much for playing, guys. And I will say, you haven't seen the worst of it yet.
Yeah, no, that's upstairs. And then downstairs.
I will also say that I am not specifically targeting you, Toshi. I promise. Oh dear. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Hey.
But the AP sure is.
Technically, no. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate everyone that dropped in. Thank you again to Lucia Crest. If anyone would like to go and give them a follow, please, that would be amazing. They dropped in with a raid earlier. I definitely need to check out their stream at some point. I'm so busy at the moment. I've got moving to do, all that sort of stuff. I'm not sure if we're going to have a session next week, simply because I will most likely be moving into a new house. Hopefully it'll be alright, but we'll see how we go. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.